Today, we're going to show you how to charge an iPhone using an acid and potassium. In this case, we're going to use a can of Coke as our acid and a banana for our potassium. For this project, you're going to need a few items. First off, of course, is a can of Coca-Cola. Now, you don't need a can. You could use a glass poured out of a bottle if you have one. And we need a banana. Ripe bananas work better, so look for a nice yellow banana. We're going to need some wire to connect our acid to our potassium source, our Coke to our banana. In this case, we're just using some everyday RCA cables, which a lot of people have lying around the house, and we did. They work well because you can plug the ends straight into the banana, and you can drop the other end into the can of Coke. The other thing you'll need, of course, is an iPhone and an iPhone charging cable. Once you have everything all together, take your banana, and in this case we've put it on a cutting board from the kitchen. Then we're going to take our RCA cables, a red end and the white end. We're going to stick the white end in the end of the banana, almost right at the end. Then you want to take the other end, in this case the red end of the RCA cable. You want to stick it in the top end of the banana. Make sure it's in there nice and tight. And then we need to get our can of Coke. We take our can of Coke. We crack the tab on the top. You want to leave the tab up a bit if you're using a can, because you have to have room to get the RCA plug ends in there. So I put the red end in first, we put the white end in second. And here we'll zoom in. You can see a close-up of the wires in the Coke. You can see some bubbles and carbonation starting to bubble up there. That's an indication the connection between the potassium in the banana and the acid in the Coke. Here we zoom out again, and you can see the banana with a wire in each end. Now you want to be careful on where you place your iPhone, just to make sure you don't get any bubbling Coke or spilled Coke on it. So we've set it to the side on a folded towel, just in case of any spills. Here you can see the iPhone ready to connect into our circuit with our power source, which is our acid, our can of Coke, and our potassium, our banana. And here you can see the end of the iPod charging cord, and we're just putting it into the Coke, which is our acid, connected to our potassium source, our banana. Zoom in there so you can see the cables in the Coca-Cola. Pan back over to the iPhone. And there you can see the iPhone has powered up and is drawing power from our acid and potassium, our Coke and banana power source. You should be able to charge your iPhone now for about half an hour before the power from the acid and potassium interaction is depleted. If you're having trouble replicating these results at first, make sure your connections are good and make sure they are as close to either end of the banana as you can make it. Make sure the other ends of your wires are fully submersed in your Coke, and you should see some bubbling happening at this point. If you're still having trouble, try a different banana, the riper the better, and a fresh can of Coke. And that's how to charge an iPhone using an acid and a potassium, which in our case is a Coke and a banana.